Okay, today we're gonna do Pesachim Lamed Beis Amid Beis. We left off yesterday's Amid spoke about a machlekes if someone eats chametz, if someone steals chametz from a kohen, and chametz is truma. The kohen doesn't have to pay with the kohen. So we have to see what is the reasoning between the argument. Rabbi Lezer ben Yaakov says you do have to pay him back. Rabbi Akiva Mecham Manuri said you don't have to pay him back. So we have to see what they hold. So says the Gemara, Amar Abaye said, Rabbi Lezer ben Yaakov, Rabbi Akiva ben Yechon ben Nuri, both opinions. Side the opinion says you have to pay him back, and side the opinion says you don't have to pay him back. Everyone holds the chametz of Pesach asba. No, the chametz of Pesach is also to have benefit. So if everyone holds the chametz of Pesach is also to have benefit, why is the opinion that says that you have to pay the kohen back? The kohen couldn't have any benefit from this chametz anyway. Says the Gemara, what's the argument? The argument is like this. Rabbi Akiva holds. Rabbi Akiva is the one who says you don't have to pay the kohen back. He holds when you pay back a kohen for chametz, you have to pay back. When you pay back a kohen for truma, you don't pay for the object. You're paying for the worth of the truma. Since you took away money from the kohen could have used this truma to eat it. So too, you have to pay back money, the worth of the truma to the kohen. But in this case, since chametz is asba no, you don't have to pay anything back because the kohen couldn't have used the money anyway. So that's why Rabbi Akiva Sava, and if you done Mashal, and a person the chiyuv of paying back chametz is according to money, worth. Ben Nuri Sava, Ben Nuri holds. When a person pays back, he doesn't pay back the worth of the chametz. He has to pay back the object of the truma. So let's say you took a truma, a tomato, a potato, whatever it was, you have to replace that item. It doesn't matter if the item was worth money, wasn't worth money. You took an item, you have to pay back the item. It doesn't matter if the item was worth money in that time or not. And therefore, if you took item from a kohen, even though the kohen wasn't able to have it then because it was chametz, but still you took items, you have to return. Therefore, according to Rabbi Akiva, according to Rabbi Yechanan, you have to pay back the chametz even if you took it on Pesach. Says the Gemara, Pshita, obviously. This is in the argument. Why do they have to go to a whole explanation? They both hold chametz is asur no. And one holds you pay back according to worth, and one holds you pay back according to item. It's obvious. Says the Gemara, no, because Ma'al the Tema, I could have explained the argument a different way. Ma'al the Tema, I would have thought Rabbi Yechanan ben Nuri Nami could have been Akiva's very low. Rabbi Yechanan ben Da'amar Lefidam Mushal. I could have said that Rabbi Yechanan ben Nuri holds according to Rabbi Akiva. Rabbi Yechanan ben Nuri says you have to pay back the chametz, also holds according to Rabbi Akiva. And that's he also holds that you have to pay back according to worth. So if you hold you have to pay back according to worth, if you take chametz on Pesach from a kohen, then it's not worth anything. So I could answer, but the time of the kamachayev, the reason why it's chayev to pay is from the Saba, the Saba could have basically the chametz of Pesach mutabano. I could have explained a different way. Instead of saying the arguing in a din in chametz, how to pay back chametz, I could have explained the arguing in Pesach. Everyone holds they have to pay back according to worth. So what's the argument? Rabbi Akiva holds according to Rabbi Akiva holds the chametz on Pesach is us that benefit from, and if it's us that benefit from, then you don't have to pay him back. But Rabbi Yechanan ben Nuri holds that you have to pay the kohen back. It's not because he holds a different opinion in how to pay back truma. He holds a different opinion in Pesach. He holds that chametz on Pesach is mutabano, and if chametz on Pesach is mutabano, and the chametz is worth something on Pesach. If chametz is worth something on Pesach, you have to pay the kohen back. Kamash Malan, that's what Rabbi teaches us. No, everyone holds that. They're not arguing. Regarding Pesach, everyone holds the chametz is asur no. So what are they arguing about? They're arguing about how the chiyuv to pay back truma works. Says the Gemara, who told you they're not arguing about on Pesach about Pesach? Maybe they are. Maybe the argument is an argument in dinim of Pesach. If chametz is mutar, no, it's not. Who told you that it's an argument in hilchos truma? Says the Gemara in Cain, because if they were arguing regarding Pesach, neither Rabbi Yechanan ben Nuri or Rabbi Akiva, just like before we had a case that we had Rabbi Lezer when Chisma asked the question on Rabbi Lezer. We didn't say yesterday, we had an argument. And Rabbi Chisma answered him that chametz on Pesach is mutabano. So in other words, if Rabbi Yechanan holds chametz on Pesach mutabano, you should have told us a long time ago. Instead of having a whole argument to Rabbi Akiva, he should have brought up his reasoning with Rabbi Akiva. When Rabbi Akiva asked him a question, and he should have just answered the chametz on Pesach mutabano. The fact that he didn't answer that is mashma that he's not arguing regarding Pesach, he's only arguing regarding Truma. Says the Gemara like this: a new case. It's also speaking regarding the eating of Truma, the rules of eating. Someone takes a Truma away from a kohen. Someone eats a kazayis of truma. If it's by mistake, Mashalim Keren v'chem, which has to pay the Keren. Let's say it took truma worth $100, he has to pay back $100 of truma back, and he also has to pay. If it's b'sheg, he has to pay a chemish. A chemish is a fifth, so he has to pay a fifth of he has to pay $20 to the Keren, besides the $100. That's one opinion. Tanakam's opinion. Abu Shal says, put to the truma he eats, you only chayiv to pay back truma if the truma is worth a shava pruta. Okay, so we have the first opinion says it has to be kazais. Second opinion says Abu Shal says it has to be worth a shava pruta, it has to be worth a certain amount of money. My time in Tanakam. Why? What's the reason in Tanakam that says that you only chayiv if you eat a kazais? Because I'm across is in pasuk it says in the pasuk if the person is going to eat that's by mistake. Because since Torah used the lashon of eating according to Torah is the kazai. So therefore, you only chayiv if you eat truma if you eat truma which is the size of a kazai. Abu Shal, my time. Where does Abu Shal take his reasoning that it has to be worth a shava pruta has to be worth a certain amount of money? Across Abu Shal answers you. It says in pasuk v'nasan l'keides hagdish you have to give him back the keidesh. According to Torah, giving something is only giving an item worth paying him back. Paying back is only worth an item which is a shavar puta. So we have two reasonings. We have one pasuk that teaches us according to Tanakam is that reasoning says achila it has to be kazais. And you have Abu Shal's opinion that says that's worth a shavar puta because Torah used the lashon of nesina. Says the Gemara. What does Abu Shal do with? Abu Shal says that it has to wear the shavar puta. Why doesn't Abu Shal? Why isn't he worried about kazais? It says in pasuk achila. So why does he hold of Tanakama? So answers the Gemara, whole problem that which is achila in the pasuk is not talking about. It's not talking about you have to actually teaching us the rules of how big the chametz is to eat it. It's teaching us that you only chayiv if you eat the chametz. If you damage the chametz, then you don't have to pay back a fifth. So he uses the word of achila to teach us a different din. The Tanakama that now the question is the other way around. Tanakama says the pasuk v'nas he has to give back to the kohen. Giving is only a shavar pruta. So why doesn't Tanakama also hold of that Bashal's condition? Says the Gemara, they use the word v'nasan to teach us a separate din. That when you give back to the kohen, you don't pay him back in money or in gold and silver. You pay him back. You pay him back something which is roy to be holy, which means you have to pay him back in fruit. Okay. Says the Gemara, so now the Gemara is going to delve into this case. So says if you have a oicha, someone eats oicha truma pachim because someone eats truma less than a kazai. Obviously, we're speaking about a zar, right? Someone who's not okay. He eats truma less than a kazai. So mashalem as a kari, he has to pay back to hekdesh. He has to pay back to truma. Then mashalem as a chemish. He doesn't pay back the chemish. So here we have a clear price that says like Tanakama Shita. Tanakama says there has to be a kazais. We have price that says that if he less than a kazais, you put. It says the Gemara like this. What case is the price talking about? Either last big shava pruta, if the chametz isn't worth the shava pruta, karen nominal l'sham is not. If it's not worth the shava pruta, why does he have to pay back the karen? Why do you have to pay back the worth of the chametz? Less than the shava pruta is not worth anything. And the this big shava pruta, if it is worth the shava pruta, chaymish nominal l'sham. Why doesn't he pay back a fifth? So Elamai, what are you going to answer me? There is b'shav pruta. The chametz, the Bryce is talking about the chametz is worth a shav pruta. So if it's worth a shav pruta, why do you pay back a fifth? I feel hachi given the last big kazayis and doesn't have a kazayis. Mishalom Sakanis, he has to pay back for the word because he took a shav pruta. He doesn't pay back the chemish is only on a kazayis, which this will go according to Tanakama's shita. Says the Gemara, Amru Rabbana Kamed Rav Papa. Papa said this pshat Bryce. This Bryce doesn't go according to Rabbi Shal. Because if it goes the Rabbi Shal, this Bryce goes according to Rabbi Shal. Rabbi Shal, Rabbi Shal says that even if there's no kazay, still chayv v'chaymesh. And we have a clear Bryce that says that's nice. You're not chayv v'chaymesh. So this is what the Talmidim Rav Papa told Rav Papa. Amru Rav Papa answered them. Why are you saying this Bryce doesn't go according to Rabbi Shol? That which Rabbi Shol said has to be worth a Shabbat Put is not coming to argue with Tanakama to say that it has to be Kazayis. That even less than a Kazayis will still be Chayiv. Rabbi Shol Tarti Boy. Rabbi Shol holds that you need both conditions. It has to be a Kazayis and also has to be worth a Shabbat Put. And therefore the Bryce is not a contradiction to Rabbi Shol. Says the Gemara. Tarti Rabbi Shol needs both conditions. To be Kazayis, to be worth a Shabbat Put. But I never learned the Brisa. We're going to bring a contradiction to this. Shalei, but Rabbi Shol says, if it's worth the Shabbat, you have to pay back. He says, if he doesn't have a Shabbat, he doesn't have to pay back. So Amru Chacham told Rabbi Shol, Amru Chacham told him, Lei Amru Shabbat Pruta Elalina Mila. Bilvad. When we say you have to have a put regarding Mila, I mean regarding Mila, some uses so then has to be worth a Shabbat Put. Truma regarding the Chemush of Truma. Why do we see that it has to be a Shabbat Put? And the Chayv Sheba Kazayis has to be a Kazayis. Says the Gemara V'Misa. Going back to the pup. If you're telling me that Abu Shal needs both, Abu Shal needs it to be a Kazayis and also needs to be a Shabbat Put. So the Brisa should have said that since it has a kazais, you have to pay. Why does it? Why in other words, why is the Brisa argue? Why does Chacham argue with Tanakama with the Abba Shol? They're saying according to us it has to be kazais, which is according to you it doesn't have to be kazais. But according to the Papa, even Abba Shol has to be kazais. Tiyufta, so we slugged up the Papa. And says the Gemara, friend, not only we slugged up Papa. The Papa himself went back on his own shot. How do we know that a Papa himself went back on his own shot? Again, the Papa's machadish that Abba Shol holds. You need both conditions. It has to be kazayis and where the Shabbat Put. We just slugged that up that Abba Shol doesn't hold that it has to be kazayis. Even if it's less than the kazayis, Abba Shol still says Yechai. As long as it's where the Shabbat Put. How do we know that Papa went back on his reasoning? The Tanya could learn the Brisa says in Pasuk Nefesh Kisima Mal V'chata B'Shgaga. It says you only chayv mila if you had benefit from hekdesh by mistake. But if you had benefit from hekdesh on purpose, you're not chayv to pay. You're not chayv mila. When you don't have to bring a carbon ashik. Says the Gemara validino. Why do they need a special pasuk to teach us that if you are over and hekdesh from mezid, you don't have to bring a pasuk. You don't have to bring a carbon. Umasha, I make a carbon. Umasha mitzvah just like many other mitzvahs. Let's say a person eats blood. Right? Because if you eat blood, you have kares. If you eat blood on purpose, you have kares. But if you ever eat blood the mezid, you only have kares, but you're not having from your carbon. Meila, if you ever need some meila, she'ain be kares, which you're not chayiv kares. Only for meila you're not chayiv kares. You're chayiv misab de'shamayim, but you're not chayiv kares. And it didn't shapat as a mezid. For sure, if you're ever mezid, you're potter. You don't have to be a carbon. So why do they need a special pasuk to teach us that if you're ever on Meila, when you have benefit from hekdesh on purpose, you don't have to be a carbon. I make a kavachem by other vedas like eating blood, which you chayiv kares. You don't have to be a carbon. For sure, if you're by Meila, which is only misav deshamayim, for sure you don't have to be a carbon. Says the Gemara, no, that's not a good limit. Why? Regarding other mitzvahs, regarding other mitzvahs, you only chayiv kares, but you're not chayiv misa b'dei shamayim. You're going to tell me you're going to learn out from other dinim to meila, which you chayiv misa b'dei shamayim. So misa b'dei shamayim is a much more of a stringent din. So therefore, meila, I would have thought since you chayiv misa b'dei shamayim and meila, maybe you also chayiv a carbon. Talmud Leibniz not to have a special pasuk to teach us the chata prat the mezid the chata b'shkaga you only chayiv. And b'shkaga prat lemez you only have a carbon if you did it by mistake, not if you did it on purpose. Says the Gemara, how do we, if we analyze this brisa, the question and the answer contradict each other completely. Hi Tanumi how do we start the brisa? We started with the brisa saying learn out. The question was we should learn out meila from other dinim. Other dinim chayiv kares. So therefore, the more stringent, and therefore you're not chayiv a carbon, and over there you're not chayiv a carbon. You're going to say that by meila, which you only chayiv misa b'dei shamayim. So from here we see that kares is much stronger than misa b'dei shamayim. And what do we say in the answer? No. I need the Bryce to teach us because Me'ilah is much more stringent because it has Misa V'Shemayim. Because in the first half of the Bryce, we say that Karis is much stronger than Misa V'Shemayim. And therefore we should learn out Me'ilah from other dinim. And I say, no, don't learn dinim because Me'ilah is more stringent, because Me'ilah has Misa V'Shemayim. And this question of the answer. What's stronger, Karis or Misa V'Shemayim? So Amar Lei, so he answered him, this is the Kavanah of the Bryce. Loi, don't learn out Me'ilah from other Yisurim. Because why? Because other mitzvahs regarding other mitzvahs, you're not chayv misa. If you eat, let's say, less than a revi, so blood, or less than a kazayis of if you're not chayv misa, term of Me'ilah, shechiva pachnik kazayis. You're going to tell me that by Me'ilah you can't learn about Me'ilah because Me'ilah, even less than a kazayis, you're chayv. So in other words, we're changing the way the Bryce was learning. That the Bryce answer, instead of the Bryce saying shaloichi b'misa, you didn't mean shaloichi b'misa that you're not chayv misa. You're not chayv misa less than the kazayis. The harmony was that one is chayv in kaddish and one is chayv misa b'shemayim. And kaddish is much more stringent than misa b'shemayim. So if how can you learn out? So learn out Me'ilah from other dinim, which says if by other dinim it's much more stringent because it's chayv kaddish, and you're not chayv from your carbon for sure by Me'ilah, which you're not chayv, you're only chayv misa b'shemayim. You're going to talk, so then for sure you don't have to be a carbon. The answer to the Gemara is that no. The answer to the Gemara is that Me'ilah is much more stringent than other dinim. Because by Me'ilah, Yechai Misa and Cham Misa the Shemaim is less stringent than Karis, but Yechai Misa the Shemaim even less than the Kazayis. So since Me'ilah is much more stringent, therefore we can't learn now Me'ilah from other dinim. And Nachman answered him, you calm me down. I had a question that Bryce contradicts each other. And now you answer my question. The Bryce doesn't mean to answer that Misa the Shemaim is stronger than Karis, because then we'll have a question from the beginning Bryce and then the rest. The Bryce comes to answer that Me'ilah in general is more stringent because Me'ilah Yechayiv even less than a Kazayis. So now we're going to stop over here that from the base at the bottom. I'm going to continue tomorrow to see how the Papa was chayzing himself and says that according to Abba Shaul, you do not need both conditions to be chayiv on Me'ilah. Have a good night.